it's Karen Creamer back again, and I'm just gonna do a little debriefing about shoveling now that I'm done. So Karen in Real Life episode 1, it popped in my head when I was shoveling, the after show. So a few things about preparing to come outside that some I did remember, some I didn't. And one thing I'm going to say is my battery's about to die, so this may not even work. But hi, Bob. And so one thing is have some water ready to go unless you have someone in the house who's ready to hand things out to you when you need it. So I had my water. I did remember that. Of course, I got a phone call. Sorry, Bill. I'll call you back when I'm done. So I did remember the water. I forgot the coffee. So I had to go back after my daughter handed that out to me. Definitely wish I had that. Also, and I mentioned this on the first video, take a before and after shot. So I didn't do a before. I can show you the after there. Full disclosure, I do have a plow guy coming to do the driveway, which is awesome because, you know what, I think that would be too much for me. So also want to note that typically, speaking of Bill, my husband who just called, that he would be doing this all by himself if he was here. He typically does not want me to help him, but he's at work, so that's why I even am shoveling it all. Okay, so I mentioned about the music. That was really important. Another thing that, so for me, again, I'm recapping a little bit of my first live, but probably anyone who might watch this didn't watch the first one. Make sure you have the right music, because I had the wrong music first and it was like completely bumming me out. Not that I wasn't already at a low vibration because I had to come out in the sleet, but anyway, the 80s music on Pandora, love it. It's so good. I was, singing and distracting myself from shoveling, and actually even kind of enjoying the shoveling a little bit. There, I said it. Not that I want to do it again today, but anyway. So other things that helped me while I was doing this today is gratitude. I know that gratitude practice is kind of a cliche now, which is sad, but I'm taking steps saying thank you, every shovelful. A week ago, I was sitting on the couch. I had done something, nothing actually. I didn't do anything except walk up the flight of stairs to go to bed last weekend, and my back, something happened, and I was in so much pain for 2 days. So a week ago, that's where I was, and this week, I'm out here shoveling. So I'm very grateful for that. Thank you, body. Thankful to live in Maine. This happens a lot in the winter, but it's the best place on earth if you don't live in Maine. I'm sure there are good things about your state too. So also, I'm out walking around here, and I'll show you some of the woods. On one side of my house, beautiful, saying hello to the trees. My friend Barbara Phelan taught us a class in elementals, and so I really have a much bigger appreciation for trees than I did before. Bob, thank you. That is good advice, because Bob Boddicker is telling me to be careful so I don't get hurt, because I have taken a trip down those icy back stairs 3 times in the 12 years we've lived here. One of them was pretty bad. So got my yak tracks on. Okay, so that brings me to another tip. Get those, I don't know if you can see. I was just talking to another friend, Stacy Rico, about the yaks. Those gripper things that go on your boots. I think that it should be the law in Maine that if you don't have them, you have to get them. Okay, so I have to move because I just got a low connection signal. So if you're still there, if you're writers, or even if you're not, when you get in the house, when you're through with your physical activity, and whether it's shoveling today or walking or whatever it is, do a brain dump. Just grab a piece of paper, because you probably had a ton of great ideas while you were outside doing whatever it was you were doing. This happens to me a lot, and that I think, all these epiphanies, like ideas and problem solutions and nice things to do for other people, and they just kind of all bombard me when I'm busy doing something else and I can't write them down. So you could also pull out your phone and do voice memos if you don't want to forget them, if you don't want to wait till you go inside. Another thing I thought of, my face is freezing. So my friend Donna Doyon has that scary black face mask thing that she was wearing when she walked, because it's like 7 or 8 degrees out. Donna, if you're watching this and you want to post a photo of you in that scary black face mask thing, I have one of those, which I remember thinking when I saw you in that, and I've never put it on. And when I go inside, I'm going to go find it, because, oh my gosh, I so would have liked to have my face covered up today. Okay, so I guess that's it. That's all I can remember from what I was thinking while I was shoveling. Layers. So I double gloved. I have a pair of, which I left in the house, I brought them in, but the mittens that open up so that your hands can be exposed if you want them to be. So I layered those over a pair of like the magic gloves, those little magic gloves. They fit underneath really well, and they kept my hands so much warmer than just the mittens by themselves or the gloves alone. So I remembered to do that. I didn't remember to layer my socks. So usually I put a pair of acorn fleece socks over over my regular socks when I come out to shovel. And today I didn't. I have no idea why I didn't. I thought of it and I didn't do it, and I should have, because my feet are numb. So double socks, double gloves, double hat. So I have my owl on. My owl has my back, right? And I had my hood up. This is my oldest, ugliest coat, but it's very warm. It's an LL Bean coat that I think I've had for 10 years. So I'm not allowed to wear it out in public, but it is a great coat for shoveling. It has a ton of pockets. Kleenex. Okay, that's another thing. Make sure you have Kleenex in your pocket, because if you don't, you will wish you did. That's all I'm going to say about that. Okay, so Karen Creamer, Karen in real life, here in Maine. We are getting 12 to 18 inches of snow and ice and sleet before it's over. I'm kind of hoping it's over now because I'm so done shoveling, but I have a feeling that it isn't. So if you're just coming on now and you want to go back and watch it when I post it, just some things that might be helpful if you're shoveling. Oh, and also scarf. Forgot to say that. I had to go back in and get the scarf because I didn't have the scary black face thing that Donna Doy on. Hopefully we'll post a photo of. Hot chocolate. Thanks, Bob. Good idea. I just finished my coffee and I have my water. I did have my celery juice before I came out. Just Google medical medium celery juice. Easy self-care thing you can do every morning. So I did do that, but that's all I had. So, hi, Sue. Oh my gosh, Sue, I've been thinking about you. I have to come and see you. It's been a long time. So I covered what to wear, attitude adjustment. If you're not looking forward to going out shoveling, definitely crank those 80 tunes and sing loudly. You probably heard me there in Medford, Bob. Definitely can distract you if you're not loving the shoveling. Every shovel full, think of something you're grateful for and say it out loud. So here's my metaphysical nurse piece coming in. Sound is healing. All sound has vibration. So any thoughts you're thinking, if you say them out loud and put them out there into the universe, they're going to be so much more powerful. So, thank you for my nice warm boots, and thank you LL Bean for my coat, actually, and my boots and my yaks. Thank you the lady at the Saco River Farmers Market who made my owl hat. This is a custom made hat, by the way. Sorry I can't remember her name, but she made these hats for kids. And I saw them on her table one day and I was like, oh, I want an owl hat. And so she custom made an adult one just for me. So there's another lesson, right? Asking it is given. If there's something you want and you don't see it, ask for it. You never know. Okay, what else? Well, I forget, so I guess I'm done. So again, this is episode 1, Karen in real life. Just the idea popped into my head while I was shoveling, and I decided to go with it because why not, right? Listen to the universe. It's always showing you your next best step. And so with that thought, I'm going to sign off and go inside and warm up. And thank you all, everybody who's watching now or who might watch the replay. And, I'd love to see your own video about what you're doing in real life today. if you're so inclined. Anyway, bye everybody.